Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you so much, Commissioner, for always being available. And, always have to mention the Director, Rich Causin, for doing such an amazing job on Long Island. And one thing about that office also, you call up and they're there and there's an answer. And I just really, really appreciate it. You should be thankful that you have them.
Very lucky.
Yes.
Got a great team at DOT. Thank you.
We talked about this before. I'm sorry, I just came in. I had a committee meeting. We talked about this before about the CHIPS, and I bet you the CHIPS came up already about funding for CHIPS is down. It's not enough, especially you and I had the discussion too about the drop shipping, that we have all kinds of drop shipping, especially after COVID. A lot of people now, and my family, my girls, there it is. I tell them, go out to the stores. I'd rather them go out to the stores, but it's just so easy. Every day I come home and there's packages at my front step. It's just the way it is, and it's not going to change. It just changed. COVID changed a lot for people going out. Yeah. Our seniors even got savvy with the computer, and they're there. They're going online. They feel safer. And do I feel it's hurting? Yes, mom and pop shops, yes. But what it's doing is it's wearing out our local roadways because of all the trucks now that are on our roadways. And our CHIPS funds are not funded for something like this. I do have a bill that, in other words, that we should have a certain percentage of the tax that's received to help out our CHIPS fund and to help out our mom and pop stores that are losing a whole bunch of business. But we got to do something to help out our local municipalities, our highway superintendents, that right now the roads are in bad shape and they just don't have enough money and they're getting worn out by a lot of drop shipping. So I was just wondering, I know we had this discussion, I was wondering what your thoughts are on this.
Well, I would say that this year's budget provides about almost $1.4 billion for direct state aid for local governments for both highway and bridge repair. And when we look at what the overall investment has been under this capital plan, Governor Hochul put forward at basically, an 89% increase in local assistance under this 5-year capital plan. So I appreciate the concern that you're raising about CHIPS directly, but it is reflective of a significant investment over a 5-year period of time, the likes of which I don't think the department has seen before, let alone some of the local governments. So as we move forward and we look at what additional opportunities there are, those are just for CHIPS funding. In addition to, and that's under the capital plan, right? In addition to all of that, local assistance is also included. Bridge in New York, we've doubled the amount on an annual basis under this 5-year capital plan. It used to be $100 million a year for the locals to take advantage of Bridge in New York. This capital plan, it's $200 million. We're giving $1 billion to locals for maintenance of roads and bridges, for just bridges alone. So the investment has been significant. Unfortunately, we all are in the same boat. Our dollars don't go as far, but I would say those are dollars that are well spent.
Great. And the 347 that we have, 347 over in
Yes.
from obviously I have it from all the way from Smithtown all the way going right at Stony Brook, and the overpass. We had the discussion also too how important that overpass is. Yes, the one Jericho and 347 is important, but we all know about Nicolls Road.
Yes.
Because we do have the hospital, we have the obviously Stony Brook University, and how important that overpass is. I'm just hoping that, in other words, we're going to have the funding for that and to move that project ahead. Both overpasses are important, so we can move that traffic.
Well, we've accelerated both of those projects, as you know, and moved them closer to their delivery dates. So we're doing everything we can to get them both done.
Well, great. I really, really appreciate it. Like I said, I thank you so much for we got Northern State that is beautiful in my district. We got 454 done, even down Huntington Village, New York Avenue, and like I said, I just really, really appreciate anytime I make a phone call over to Rich Causin's office. They're just a wonderful group of people that are working there, and I thank you for that.
I'll pass it on. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.